How's it going, everybody? We are back here on the channel with another NHL 23 franchise mode with the Ottawa Senators. If you guys missed out on the last episode, it was a disappointing one here, man. The team, we're about halfway through the season and we are 20-20-4. So not the results we were looking for, and I asked you guys what we should do in the last one, and we got some answers. So RJ here says, with the amount of cap space that we have, he thinks that we should either A, trade for some depth players with low contracts, so guys who have like 4-star defense or 3.5-star offense, or he offered a riskier option, which would be maybe trading for Ryan O'Reilly, since he can really add the defensive touch to the forward group. And I do not disagree with that Ryan O'Reilly suggestion at all. My only thing with Ryan O'Reilly is, we are a young team at the end of the day. We want to get better for the future, and Ryan O'Reilly is a guy dropping off. Don't get me wrong, for these next 2-3 years even, he would be fantastic, but I just don't know if I can justify the assets it would cost to give up in order to pick up Ryan O'Reilly. So I think we're going to go with the safer option, trading for some depth players with better stats and a better contract and better stats. And for that, I have found a few guys who fit that bill. Okay, so starting off here, we have Anthony Beauvillier. He has 11 goals and 8 assists in only 9 minutes on ice, which is not bad at all. He's probably going to play third line time with us. He has 4-star defense with 87 defensive awareness, 83 shot blocking, and 87 stick checking. So 4 stars there. And then he has 3.5-star shooting, 3.5-star senses, and 3.5-star puck skills as well. So this is a good all-around guy. And he also fits that third line, which I will probably throw him on for the team. Now, what we'd be giving up is Alex, for Menton here. Only has 6 points in 44 games, playing 7 minutes on time on ice. Not a great defender. He just doesn't fit out on this team. He only fits the top 6, and he is nowhere near getting into that. So, just kind of a failed experiment for us here. He's been with Ottawa his whole career, hasn't really done anything crazy. Starting in the simulation, his career high is 19 points in our simulation. He's a minus, 29, 31, 35. He's a minus 35 in the simulation, so just not really. He didn't do what we wanted from him. And then a 5th-round pick just to get that trade value up there. I'm not sure if this will go through. Maybe might have to throw a 4th or maybe a 3rd, but let's see. Accepted. Not too much to deliberate here. I think Calgary will think we came out ahead. Okay, fair enough. So we pick up Anthony Beauvillier for practically free. We also save cap space on it as well, so that's very, very good. Let me do these lines real quick. Okay, and then next up here, man, Anton Forsberg. He had a great a few seasons with us here down in 2023, 24, and also 24, 25. He had great years. But this year, for some reason, I don't know why, the defense got better, but his stats just keep getting worse. 899 save percentage, 3.13 goals against average is just absolutely unacceptable. For a guy like Forsberg getting paid at 1.5 mil. He's also on the last year of a deal, so I'm not worried about moving him. He's also 33 years of age, and we can get younger here with Hugo Allenfelt. And I was going through the block and I was thinking, these guys who are on the block, and Allenfelt was on the block, and I thought this was a great pickup. He's an overall increase, and he also plays very, very well in the simulation. If we see these last 3 years, he has a 913, 910, 914 save percentage, so really good save percentage, and also decent goals against average as well. Now, he was on Tampa Bay, who is obviously a very good team, but still, I think this goes to show that he's nothing to sneeze at in net. He can definitely get it done for us. Then we're just going to add a 5th-round pick in there just to see if that will work. Actually, let's try a 6th. Just to see how well this does. Let's see, rejected, quite far off in value, doesn't meet our trade block particularly well. All right, what about a 5th? Are you cheering in the streets if I give you a 5th? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. There we go. So now we have a new goaltender, a new starting goaltender, hopefully, and we have a new third-line left winger. I'll show you guys these lines real quick, and we can get simulating, jump into the first game with the new team. Well, not really that new, but we have Beauvillier here on this third line who fits it very, very well, actually. Really well, and he fits the fourth line well as well. But don't get it twisted, boys. Do not get this twisted at all. If we are not comfortably in the playoffs, I won't hesitate to sell off, Claude Giroux, Matthew Joseph, these guys down here, maybe Connor Brown. I won't hesitate to sell them off and trade them for picks and prospects. Um, but yeah, I think we got younger with these deals. Hope we got better as well because I mean, this team looks like it should be doing better than it is. So hopefully we can figure this out, with these trades. But let's start the simulation, man. I mean, look at the defense. Like, how are we not doing better? Also, it was like this before. I just switched to Jake Sanderson and Brett Pesci just because I just wanted to make a few changes there on my own. Goalies look like this. I'm also going to throw Beauvillier on the penalty kill because our penalty kill has really been suffering greatly. Where do I put him? I put him here, or do I put him on line one? No. Tyler Boucher, give him some more ice time. Let's throw... Why is Matthew Joseph? No, I don't know. Whatever. Let's just throw Beauvillier here instead. Power play sucks or a penalty kill sucks anyway, so changes can't really hurt it that much. But let's get simulating, guys. I think that's all the moves I'm going to make, unless I find something else crazy. Okay, guys, I'm also here and looking at the contract extensions, and Tyler Boucher for 2 years only wants 1.35, so I'm going to try to offer him 1.225 for 2 years, which is a great deal for us, I think. He has 4-star defense, he's an 82 overall. This would be a massive steal for us, I'm pretty sure. And he's also stays on an RFA, so I'd be super down to do this if he wants to take that on. Also looking up here, Matthew Joseph here for like 4 years. No, for 2 years. He only wants $3 million. So I'm also down to do this and get these two guys signed, an 82 and an 84, both signed for only like $5 million. I think that would be fantastic. So let's actually give him 2 years at $2.65 million. It's just over 85% of what he's asking for. Not sure if it's going to go through, but he doesn't want a contract anyways. And I think, that could really help us. And he fits that third line super well. So definitely could be a piece that we keep for a longer term, even though I was just saying that I would be down to trade him. Looking at the rest of the guys, though, maybe Anthony Beauvillier is another guy we could look on signing. But I want to see how he does first. $2 million, not the end of the world. We definitely have that in free agency. But like Claude Giroux not coming back next year. I think... Also, guys, I do want to say this. I think I made a big mistake. I think I should have let Claude Giroux walk and kept Eli Tolvanen. I'm not going to lie. I think that would have been the better play. Victor Hedman wants 1 year, $8 million, which is kind of hefty for Victor Hedman. I mean, it's not hefty for Victor Hedman. I want to get that out of the way right now. But the Victor Hedman we've been getting, he's playing 25 minutes nights. He only has 23 points. He's a -4. I don't know. Last year he had 67 points. This year he's on pace for like maybe less than 50. Like, dude, I just don't know. He's on the power play. I mean, he hits and he blocks shots for sure, but maybe something we come back to, I think. But we've done enough talking in this one. Let's get simulating. Let's go to the first game or the next game and see how this new team performs. Look at this. So look at the standings here. We are not in a playoff spot. We're not in a wild card spot. We're actually quite far behind. So we really need to go on a run if we want to even think about the playoffs. But without further ado, let's start the simulation here. We are at Carolina. First period, Carolina up 2-1. Svechnikov and Wallander score. Tim Stützle also gets us on the board. We're only down by 1, but the shot's 13-5 in favor of Carolina. Second period now, we tie it up 2-2. Tim Stützle with another one. Give me a hat trick, Bello. Come on. And they're going to score just after the power play expires. Tyson Jost gets one to get them up 3-2 halfway through the third period. We are destroying them in shots now all of a sudden. So we had a great second and third period, but unfortunately the Carolina Hurricanes win that game. Unfortunate. Matt Stokard was in the net for that one. Tim Stützle with 2 goals. Nedeljkovic with a .942 save percentage. Good stuff for him. But we have Hugo Allenfelt in the pipes for next game, hopefully. Let's see what that does now. Come on, let's get simulating. We got to fight. We need to fight. We'll go see easy decision for Matthew Joseph. Wow, okay. An easy decision for Tyler Boucher. Oh my god, okay. So these guys love me right now, which is fantastic. That's 2 wins in a row. Come on, we need to really get on a big winning streak here. We don't want Alex Tuck. Thank you very much. That's okay. Okay, we get a point at least, and then against the tough, we lose against the tough Columbus Blue Jackets. So where are we? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not. I don't think we're a playoff team this year, guys. I just don't think we're really a playoff team this year. And it is what it is. First period underway. Joe Valeno scores on Matt Sogard. Second period, 2-2. Danton Heinen gets one on Matt Sogard, but then we score two in a row. Third period now. Come on. Come on. Is anybody going to show me some magic? Come on. Good penalty kill. Nobody has magic on their stick on Ottawa? No, yeah. Jeez, man. We just have no passion. These boys just lollygagging around. Unbelievable. Power play? Nope. Nothing, this team. Wow, okay. So that game is over. Just get out of there. Oh, let's just simulate down here to the Calgary game and see if we can turn the ship around. It's a 3-0 win. Okay, not bad. Brett Pesce? Yeah, Brett Pesce, another guy that I would be willing to deal. 6-5. Jeez. I make moves to make this team more defensive, and we just let in 5 goals, and then 4 goals after that. Come on, boys. We need wins. 7-1 loss, 6-3 loss. Jeez, man. Yeah, it's just not meant to be this year. Just keep losing. Just keep losing. I don't even care. Just lose all your games. With that stretch, we are now 8 points out of a wild card spot. It's just not meant to be. So let's get to the trade deadline, and I'll start selling off some pieces, I think, because wow, that was bad. So here we go, trade deadline. We're not going to pretend like we are somebody we are not. We are massive sellers at the deadline. Let's enter, see who's going for what. Yeah, Kyle Connor's here. Victor Hedman definitely on the block. Thomas Chabot's not on the block, even though I know it says he is. Ryan O'Reilly, these guys, yeah. We are, unfortunately, we are definitely big time sellers. Look at Sidney Crosby's here. If we were in a spot, a contending spot, we would definitely be looking for a guy like Sidney Crosby on the team. But alas, we had a horrible February. So that's gonna, obviously hurt our play. But what are you gonna do? You can't do anything about it. You just gotta move on. So down here, I'm thinking definitely I want Claude Giroux off this team. What can we get for him, though? We can get a first, Colorado's first, and some bad prospects, a second and a third from New Jersey. I'm definitely inclined to do this first rather than a second and a third, but instead of these prospects, can you give me, Colorado's a good team, obviously, but a first-round pick is a first-round pick. Can you give me, maybe a 6th and a 7th next year? I'd be down for this. What do you say, Colorado? What do you say? Rejected, too far off. What about just for the 7th? What do you say? Rejected, sweeten it just a touch. Okay, so just the first, I guess. And we'll take those why not? We might as well take these B-grade prospects. What about this guy? Low top 6 forward. Might be something. He's a sniper. He's got 2.5-star shooting. Who knows? He's 13 points in 54 games. Probably not very good, but what do you say to this? Too far off? Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. Claude Giroux for a first, basically. Rejected, bit low for us. For this guy, what do you say? Accepted. All right, so we ship Claude Giroux out to Colorado, which I am happy with. Also, let's see what about Victor Hedman here. Victor Hedman, what do you say, buddy? What can we get for Victor? Big nothing, huh? Because no one has cap space, that's why, right? Alright, guys, I think we are going to let go of Brett Pesce here as well. He's 31. In his time with us these past 2 seasons, he was okay. He was good last season. This season, though, kind of dropping the ball, playing top 4 minutes. And I think if we just give those to Brandstrom and Jacob Bernard-Docker next year, maybe that can help out the team, maybe. I'm not sure, man, but I've got him to be a bit more defensive, but it didn't really help. Our goals against average is still up there around 3. So Brett Pesce, want to get younger anyways. So maybe a first-round pick next year from Arizona is a good thing to ship him out for. I'm not sure if it's going to go through, but let's see. Rejected. Okay, what about just for the Arizona would have too many players. Okay, now I gotta fiddle with all this stuff. All right, let's see. Hang on. Okay, give us back Zach Cassian, making 1.6 mil. That's a grinder for just this year. Let's see, what about this? Rejected. All right, so then just give me the 2 seconds that you were offering. Good lord, man. These guys, they want to fiddle around with all these picks, all these prospects. Just give me 2 seconds. And what was the other thing you wanted? I had to take somebody back, right? All right, what about this? You give me John Jason Berturka. I'll take the 2 seconds for Brett Pesce. Rejected. Okay? What was the deal you wanted then? You wanted a deal for Brett Pesce. Where is he? Oh my god, dude. Let me sort by age. Connor Brown, Brett Pesce. Here you go. What was the deal? 2 firsts and Semyonov. Okay, yeah, sure, let's do it. Accept. Good lord. Before when I offer it to you, you're saving cap space for free agents. When you offer it to me, it's totally fine. We're cheering in the streets. Makes no sense, bro. Makes absolutely no sense. Okay, guys, I think that is going to do it for our trade deadline. I just scrolled through every single person here, and I don't really see anybody worth getting, to help our future or anything like that. So I'm going to sit here, wait until the end of the trade deadline, and then I will tell you guys all the trades that went down. All right, starting from the bottom here, it looks like Rasmus Anderson goes to Boston from Calgary. Pittsburgh get rid of Brian Rust to Columbus. We trade Claude Giroux there for a first for Colorado. Thatcher Demko goes to Colorado as well. So Colorado looking crazy. They get Claude Giroux and Thatcher Demko. Wow, they give up 2 first-round picks. Crazy stuff. Bo Horvat goes from Vancouver to LA, which is also pretty crazy. Adam Larson goes to Minnesota. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins goes to the Devils in exchange for a first-round pick, which is pretty absurd. Neil Pionk goes to Winnipeg, I guess, from St. Louis. Then we trade Brett Pesce to Arizona for 2 seconds. Kasperi Kapanen goes to Anaheim. St. Louis gets a second in that pick. Pittsburgh acquires Philip Hronek, even though they are a seller, selling off Sidney Crosby. And they trade Rickard Rakell to St. Louis. So St. Louis, they pick up a second in Rickard Rakell, I guess, and some picks. Carson Lambos and Logan Brown switch teams. And then right up the top there, Detroit trades Andrew Kopp to Washington. Washington trades John Carlson and Jason Dickinson to Detroit. That's crazy. So a lot of really big trades here. We give away Brett Pesce, Neil Pionk going to Winnipeg, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins going to New Jersey, Adam Larson to Minnesota, Bo Horvat to LA, Thatcher Demko to Colorado, also Claude Giroux to Colorado. Columbus gets Brian Rust and Rasmus Anderson to Boston. So a pretty big trade deadline there, if I do say so myself. But with that out of the way, man, it's time to play the young guys. Not worry about our roster too much. I love how it just goes best lines, even though I didn't ask for it to. I love that so much. Alright, so these are what the lines are going to be looking like. Now we have Batherson, Stützle, Haltonen, DeBrincat, Zadorov, Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Joseph, Anthony Beauvillier. Wait, let me switch it around. Actually, wait, they give it a +2 like this? Sure. And Tyler Boucher. Beauvillier going to get eaten alive in the faceoff dot, but it gives the +2 that way. Actually, can Tyler Boucher take them? No, he cannot. So let's do it like this. There we go. And then Ridley Gregg, get him up here. Why not? Yakov Trenin and Connor Brown. On defense, we're going to have Shabbat, Brandstrom, Hedman, Jacob Bernard-Docker, Sanderson, Lassie Thompson. Because why not? In between the pipes stays the same. Hugo Allenfelt and Mad Sogard. Let's get stimulating. Maybe this team, I don't know, somehow makes a miracle run like the Oakland Athletics did back in the day. But let's find out, man. Because honestly, this was a big disappointing year for me. A really big year. Let's go see Claude Giroux. Why not? Go see Claude Giroux and the Avs. And of course we win. Watch, we're going to go on a 10-game winning streak now. There's another win. I can't believe this, dude. I want to lose game. Thank you. There's a loss. Okay, a win. A win. Dude, what is going on? We need to keep losing, please. Where are we in the standings? Let's see. Oh my, we are really bad. We are like tied for like 5th worst or something in the league. We could get a really, really high draft pick, actually. Let me go look. I want to see this. Usually, I like to try to make the playoffs every year, but this year it just didn't work out for some reason. I don't know. Let's go see. Where are we? Yeah, we are 25th in the league right now. We got to keep losing, man, because it's like basically it's pretty much a tie from 25th to, oh my God, from 24th, from even 23rd to about 29th. It's practically a tie. So we need to really start losing, be in like Edmonton Oiler range. Which how are they so bad? Edmonton. It makes no sense. McDavid, Draisaitl, and that prospect that they drafted. It's just yikes. It's just tough stuff. At least we made the playoffs a few years in a row. Ottawa fans can be happy about that, I guess. But missing the playoffs like this is kind of rough, man. In the real world, my job might be on the line. In the A-land, thankfully. Well, I say thankfully, but maybe you guys will call for my head. Who knows? Drake Batherson scores. We are down 4-3. Claude Giroux has yet to get anything on us, which I am grateful for. But Claude Giroux got us a first-round pick, so if we can beat Colorado, actually, hold up, this is massive. If we can beat Colorado, get them down the rankings just even a little bit, getting like a 25th pick, instead of like a 32nd. No, but then this is a 5-5 game. Crazy stuff here. It's overtime. Who's going to win? Colorado wins in overtime. Bowen Byram gets that game-winning goal. Who else should we go see? We can just go and see a bunch of teams now. Maybe we can see... Let's go see Hugo Allenfeld's old team. Tampa? Sure, why not? And then we can see the Red Wings down there to end our season. We have a rivalry against them after they kicked us out of the playoffs. Yes, keep losing, boys. Keep losing. Thank you. Yes. That's like 5 in a row. You love to see that. And even still, we're still not even... I think we're still around the 25 mark. All right, here we go. Tampa Bay. Hugo Allenfeld playing his old team. Victor Hedman playing his old team as well. First period. 2-1. Braden Point scores, Brandstrom scores, and Victor Hedman, of course, has to get on the board. Love to see it. Second period, 3-1. Let's go, Ottawa. Connor Brown scores on the power play. DeBrincat scores. We are lighting up the Tampa Bay Lightning right now. Let's go, boys. Even though we didn't have a good season, we can end on a high. We can end on a real... Just pour it on. Get Vasilevsky out of that net, boys. 6-1. Oh, my God. What a turnaround game. I mean, not a turnaround game. We're out of the playoffs. We can't even make them anymore, probably, but... Oof, we spanked the Tampa Bay Lightning here, and, at least give our fans a little something to cheer about. Just a little something. Allenfeld also had a huge game. I forgot to look at the 3 stars, but Allenfeld, big game from him as well. We will go see the Detroit Red Wings now. Why not? That's a loss. That's another win against Tampa. A win? Dang, man. Love to see late game. Well, you don't love to see it because we want to tank, but... At least the boys have some life. We have 10. If we could win, here's a slight takeaway that we can bring. If we could have won in shootouts or overtime, we would have a respectable record. Like, you just cut that number in half. We're 40, 35, and 10. Like, I don't know if that's playoff place. No, it's probably not, because look at that. The Panthers are 41, 33, and 5. It's probably not playoff pace, but it's much more respectable than, what this is. Yeah, we'd only have 85 points, I guess, but... more respectable than what we have right now with only 35 wins. This is the last home game of the season. It'll be the last game we watch in this one. Oof, Andre Kosha starts off strong. Oh, and Joe Veleno. Yeah, just have a blast, huh? Detroit up 2-0 after the first period. Second period underway. Detroit up 3-0. We can't get shut out on our last game on home ice, guys. Come on, Tim Stützle. Where are you? DeBrincat, where are you? Kasper Halttunen? Like, anybody want to show up for me? It does not look like it. Halfway through the third period, we're giving them power play after power play. We're killing them off, though. In a 3-0 real boring game here in Canadian Tire Center to end off the year. Oh, boy. The fans not going to be happy with that one. Georgiev gets a 34-save shutout. Wow. Crazy stuff. All right. Let's simulate to the end of this season. We lose the last game, as is tradition here in Ottawa. Everybody has played 82 games, so let's go take a look at the league leaders and who did what for our team as well. Tim Stützle looks like had a pretty good year, turned it on, plus 16 on a horrible team. He's a plus 16, so love that from Timmy. Absolutely love it. 73 points, almost had 30 goals, but not quite there. DeBrincat with 64 as well, not bad. Brady Tkachuk 63. That's a turnaround season for Brady for sure. Last year with 45, this year with 63. Big turnaround from him. Love to see it. Still not his brother, but we're not going to hold that against him. Drake Batherson 56 points, good season. Casper Halton in 51. Is that a career high? Yes, it is. Career high in assists. Not quite goals, but a plus minus, plus 14 on a horrible team. We will take that. Thomas Chabot with 48 points, not bad. Eric Brandstrom with 42. He's due for a contract as well. Victor Hedman, only 30. He dropped off big time. Only 39 points in 82 games. Victor, you want a contract, buddy? You didn't play like you did. You're not getting one from me. Anthony Beauvillier, interesting pickup. With us, he scored 13 points in 38 games. Only a -2 on that third line, which was doing horribly before. Matthew Joseph with 30 points. Love to see a bit more out of the guy. He was kind of a sleeper pick for us last year and the year before. He was playing power play time though, so we can't really take too much away from him. Still a good player nonetheless. Next up, Jake Sanderson. He doesn't really score very much. I've noticed, 20. This is his career high, but doesn't really score that much. 25 points, the most he's ever gotten. -6. It's only a year he's been a minus, so we can forgive him for that. This is rough, man. Ruslan Zadorov in his rookie season. I was hoping for 50 points, 40 points. He scores 25. He's at -17. He doesn't shoot the puck at all, so I thought pairing up with the Brinket would be great, but apparently not. 10 power play points only. He only had 15 points in regular play. That's horrible for Ruslan Zadorov. Really bad season. Connor Brown, -19. He's been consecutive minus for 3 years in a row now, with 4 years in a row, even if you want to count down here, which I'm not happy with. That's really rough, actually. That's actually super rough. But what are you going to do, man? Sometimes you sign somebody and they just don't work out, and maybe that's kind of what Connor Brown was doing. Yakov Trenin was a free agency signing. He actually scored, pretty well for a fourth liner. -9, though, which is not great. What were his takeaways to giveaways like? He takes the puck away. They're still getting it done defensively. Not mad about Yakov Trenin. We were just a bad team, so everybody's minus. Jacob Bernard-Docker with 17 points. Tyler Boucher with 14 points, a +3 as well. Wow, that's actually really surprising. +3 even on that fourth line. 14 points, not his career high, but that says Ottawa because he played on the 67s. I was so confused. Not his career high, but 14 points, not horrible, I suppose. He'll probably be a third liner for us next year. Lassie Thompson in 19 games. He had 4 points and was a +6. Lassie, well done, buddy, on that third pairing. Good stuff. You're in the lineup next year, my friend. Ridley Gregg as well. He played 19 games. He had 2 points, and he was a +3 on that fourth line. Wow. Maybe we need to get Ridley Gregg up here. I don't know. But that's what the Ottawa Senators looked like. Let's look at the goalies now. Hugo Allenfeld's numbers dropped off a cliff. Holy smokes. With us, he had an .894 save percentage, fantastic, and 3.24 goals against average. Love it when I sign a goalie and he plays horribly. Let's go look at Anton Forsberg, actually. Now that we are here, we can see his whole numbers. Let's look at Forsberg. And yeah, of course. Anton Forsberg with Tampa, he goes for 4-1, but he's a .925 save percentage. After having an .899, he's .925. Are you kidding me? Dude, I hate that so much. You trade a goalie, he all of a sudden becomes Dominic Hasek, and the goalie you get is like, I don't know, Rick DiPietro. Like, it makes no sense, dude. But what are you going to do? I guess that was a bad trade for us. He has a .905 save percentage on the year, even though he had .899 with us. Crazy numbers from Forsberg. A good takeaway from this year, though, is Mads Sogard had a fantastic year with us. .924 save percentage, 2.25 goals against average. Really, really good season with us. 3 shutouts as well. So I'm going to be looking to play him more in the future. Looking at the entire league, it's the Minnesota Wild who lead the league, winning the President's Trophy. They go 54-21-7. Great year from them. They score 3.57 goals for per game. Yeah, that's first by a long shot. We have Colorado's first round pick. They end up being 4th place in the league. So, it is what it is. They pick up Claude Giroux for their playoff run. Hopefully he can get another ring. Oh, wait, does he have a ring? Claude? I don't even know if he has it, but he's been in the Stanley Cup Finals before. I don't think he does, actually, now that I think about it. So Minnesota, great team. Congratulations to them. Where do we finish, though? I forgot to look at this. What pick will we have Or what odds, what pick will we have the best odds of getting, I suppose, is the better way to put it. We were at 25 before. Okay, so we dropped from 25. That's good. 26, we're not there. 27, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we have a top 5 pick. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the 5th overall pick, hopefully, in the draft. We can also move up, too, so that's a real big pick, really valuable, and should help out our team. We also have Berkeley Catton coming up in the system, if you forgot about that. Edmonton finishes last. Yikes. Tough stuff for them. Now let's go look at the entire league. Who were the league leaders? Who were the goal leaders? Who's the rookie leader? All that stuff. You guys know what it is. Nathan MacKinnon leads the league in points this year. Real big season from him. Plus 25, 105 points. There's only 3 people who are in the 100-point club, and 2 of them are Minnesota Wild players. Wow, Minnesota just absolutely cleaning up. Let's look at who leads in goals. It's Patrick Kane. Of course it is on Vancouver. He doesn't even have great shooting, but it's just because he shoots that puck like a monster. 291 shots. Who had the most shots? Austin Matthews, of course. And Ovi down here as well. Ovi at 40 years old has 47 points. Has he broken Gretzky's record yet? Yeah, he has. He smashed it. Love to see it. Who else? Let's see. Kucherov, obviously. Panarin, Connor McDavid, the usual suspects for sure. William Eklund. Ooh, we get a little bit of young blood here. 89 overall, two-way forward. Love to have William Eklund on my team, but that's obviously not going to happen. Nick Suzuki as well. Nick Suzuki always simulates very well. I always point him out in my videos. Cale Makar, 84 points in 82 games, leading defenseman for sure. Patrick Laine with 32 goals. Jack Eichel, 82 points. 82 points for Johnny Gaudreau as well as Jonathan Huberdeau. Robertson just misses the mark with 81. Looking at the defenseman now, it's Cale Makar with 84 points in 82 games, destroying second place. He's winning that Norris for sure. We should really rename the Norris, though, the best offensive defenseman, to be quite frank. Brant Clark, 65. Miro Heiskanen, 67. D'Angelo, 68. Bowen Byram was 61 as well. So that pairing of Bowen Byram and Cale Makar is absolutely lethal for the Avalanche. Looking at goalies now, the Vezina probably, let's sort by like 50 games played, and let's sort by save percentage. Could go to Elvis, but we'll probably also, it might go to Jesper Wallstedt though. So probably between Elvis Merzlikins and Jesper Wallstedt. He had a 914 save percentage, 2.61 goals against average, and he had 3 shutouts as well. He gets 43 wins, 16 losses, and 5 overtime losses. Rookie skaters now. Daryl McLeod on Seattle, who finished second last in the league. Daryl McLeod, though, gets it done with his 90 passing and 4.5-star defense. He's a playmaker, but he had 32 goals, 33 assists for 65 points. Then Caden Wall, then Jameson Hawes, Mikko Pitkanen, Dalibor Dvorsky. Mason Hale fell off a massive cliff. I think he was up near the top, actually, in his, or like halfway through the season, but maybe they didn't pair him alongside of McDavid and Draisaitl after that. I don't know. Connor Bedard down here with only 42 points. Hopefully his rookie season goes better than that in the real world. And where is what's his face? I don't even deserve to say his name. Ruslan Zadorov, way down here with 25 points. I don't understand it. He has 5-star defense, which is pretty cool. He also has 99 passing, but apparently can't use it to save his life. 97 offensive awareness. I don't know, man. Doesn't make sense to me, but what am I going to do? Maybe it was just an unlucky year for Ruslan, but who knows? Any goalies? No rookie goalies in the whole entire league. Wow. But that's because I'm at 50 games. Let's go. Let's see this. Any rookie goalies? Yes, there are. Olivier Rodrigue, 26, 18, and 0. 912 save percentage, 2.79 goals against. That's a huge rookie season for a goaltender. Wow, that's really impressive, actually. Also, Almfelt was in his rookie season. Too bad he sucked for us. He could have been up there, but he doesn't play well enough to get that title. So, Calder probably going to that guy from Seattle. President's Trophy goes to Minnesota, obviously. Yes, they had a fantastic 150 points on the year as well. Crazy stuff. So I don't know. Should I simulate to the end of the? Yeah, I'll simulate to the end of the playoffs. I'll tell you guys who's the Stanley Cup champions. and then we will look at the draft. All right, and the Stanley Cup champions this year are the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Charlotte Checkers also win the Calder Trophy. I don't know if you guys want me to talk about the AHL. I don't really ever talk about it. Oh, and here we go. Here we have the draft lottery, and it looks like it was scary, but we do not move. We stay at number 5, which is fantastic. Would have loved to move up, obviously, but we don't move down, so I can't complain about it too much. And as is NHL tradition, Edmonton does not get the first overall pick. Just kidding. They got it like 4 years in a row. But they move down from 1 to 3. Seattle stays at 2, and Montreal goes up to number 1. So man, we stay at 5, which I'm happy about. Let's view the retired players. I don't think anybody on our team retired, but only 2 people in the 1,000-point club. All right, Nicholas Backstrom with 1,240. Corey Perry with 1,000 points. Great career from these guys. Jonathan Toews calls it a career. Oh, he was on Colorado. I don't know if they were in the Stanley Cup Finals, but I think they made it quite far. Erik Karlsson, Ottawa Senators legend, retires. Great career for Erik Karlsson. Won, if we want to count the real world Linus Norris, he won 2 Norris trophies, 3 Norris trophies, sorry. Matt Zuccarello is here, JVR is here, Jordan Staal also calls it a career, captain of the Carolina Hurricanes forever. Love to see it. Milan Lucic, Nick Foligno, all these guys down here. Tyler Ennis, who was sent for half a second. Let's look at defensemen now because we usually don't see them. Mark Woodward, Vlasic. So the 2 San Jose Sharks here who were costing them a bunch of money both go out. Eric Johnson, Jack Johnson, Alec Martinez, Mark Stahl, all these guys. All right. Looking at goalies, Thomas Greiss, and then nobody basically. Dennis Tokarski, legend. All right, so that is the retirement class of 2026. And the Stanley Cup champions are the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see. We don't have any. Yeah, no, we don't have anybody. I don't think that's retiring in the coaching staff. Yeah, Pro Scout, sure. Okay, so let's look at the tree. Look who did what. Let's see. So, Jonathan Toews, he retires. He could have had 1 more Stanley Cup, but he loses to Pittsburgh. I want to see if Sidney Crosby's still there, but let's see this. The Pens, they sweep the Rangers. They sweep the defending Stanley Cup champion Detroit Red Wings. Then they win in 7 against the Buffalo Sabres, and then they beat the Avs in 5. So they had a real good playoff run. They only lost 4 games the entire playoffs. The Avs also had a great run, beating Arizona in 6, Vegas in 5, Calgary in 6, and then losing in the Stanley Cup Final. But what are you going to do, man? You make it to the Stanley Cup Final, you can't really complain that much. Let me see who won the Conn Smythe. Malkin is here, probably winning the Conn Smythe. Where is Crosby? I know he's definitely still on Pittsburgh because I didn't see him in the trade screen. What did he do for them? 14 points in 20 games, not bad. Getting older, so he's not the same kid that he used to be. But not bad at all for only 20 games played. 14 points, pretty good. Jake Gensel tore it up. Mikko Rantanen played his old team. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. Mikko Rantanen is now on Pittsburgh. He played his old team in the Cup Finals, and he said, "Look at this. I can do it without you guys." Smacked them across the face with his hockey stick, and then, beat them up. That's crazy stuff, man. That's a crazy first line too. Malkin, Rantanen, and Gensel. Yikes, that's scary. Then it's Crosby, Terry, and maybe Okposo. I don't know. Chris Letang with 12 points. Really, really crazy stuff from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to the core as well. Crosby, Malkin, and Letang for getting another cup. All right, looking at the draft board, we obviously have the 5th overall pick, and we have Colorado. We have their 31st overall pick. So let's look at who we can draft in the draft, and let's see what type of a class it is. So Wade Harding going first, who's a sniper, who had 42. Oh my god, he had like 118 points. That's crazy in the WHL. Then the OHL player, power forward. I think I kind of want this guy, to be honest. He's NHL ready. He's got dump balance, energy block. I don't know about all that stuff. But he has some good zone abilities. This first guy, he doesn't have too many superstar abilities, but once he's pretty dang good, we can throw him on that power play, and he would be great, obviously. Michael McCauley here, right-wing playmaker. See, my problem is we don't need playmakers. We need snipers. I know we have Casper Halton, I know we have Alex DeBrincat, but these guys don't score goals. I need boys who score goals, and unfortunately, we're in this weird zone where we will probably have an option between Artem Sergeyev, who's a defensive defenseman, which I don't really want, to be quite honest, but he's a left defenseman. He's 6'1", he's 18 years old. These are his X factors and zone abilities. It's okay, but I feel like defensive defensemen don't really grow that much. And then there is Gavin McKenna, who's 6'2", left wing / center, and he's got all of these X factors. So really good passer. But we already have Ruslan Zadorov, we have Tim Stützle, we have Drake Batherson. So that would be 4 playmakers in our top 6. And then we still have like Brady Tkachuk, we still have Kasper Halton, and we still have Alex DeBrincat. So we're in a very, very weird place here. Gavin McKenna, sure, he will be a great player. He has A+ shooting as well. He's NHL ready, but he will he's similar to Teemu Selanne as well. So maybe this is the guy we pick up. But he will probably be around like 79 overall, maybe an 80 overall if we're lucky. Same thing with Artem Zergiev, similar to Marc-Edouard Vlasic. So let me know what you guys want. Do you want me to pick the defenseman here, or do you want me to take Gavin McKenna? I'm not sure who we should go for, to be quite honest. I think I like Gavin McKenna more. He's got the tape to he's got the tape to tape zone ability. He's also got It's Tricky, Third Eye, Ankle Breaker, and All Alone. Whereas Artem Sergeyev here only has Bouncer and Reverse Stick 'em Up. So tough decision. McKenna's a gem. Sergeyev is not. Also, if everything goes as planned, I would love to pick up Wade Harding, but I'm not sure what I'd trade for him. But he tore up the WHL. I mean, all these guys always tear up all their leagues. Although surprisingly, this right winger here did not tear up his league. He's only in a B league. He only had 18 points, 48 games. That's kind of concerning, actually. But yeah, most of these guys, they tear it up. Pretty interesting draft class. There's also this guy here who's NHL ready with some X factors as well as a center. He's a two-way forward too, so he's a 6'4" center, two-way forward. Wow, that's pretty insane at number 10. Also 11 is a medium elite as well. Medium elite sniper at 11. I did not even realize this. With crazy, oh my god, I might have to trade up for this guy. Yeah, A+ shooting. He's got pro release, he's got hard wrist shots, offensive instincts. He's only 1 year away, similar to Theo Fleury, and he has crazy X factors. I'm going to pin him. I might have to trade up for him. Also pin this guy at 10. 2 really, really great centers that we could go for, which you always love to see. I love picking up centers. Centers can play the wing, but wingers can't really play center. A lot of defensemen here in the middle. NHL ready. Some guys NHL ready down here, which is pretty cool to see. I will pin anybody else and let you know about anybody else. There's this guy here. Yeah, this guy's also really interesting as well. The NHL ready, low elite, cycle pinch. He has yoink, tape to tape, off the rush, and in reverse. He's a two-way. Yeah, he's a two-way defender as well. So maybe we use the Colorado pick. We trade up for this guy. I don't know. Jake Clemson. Interesting. Then, of course, the late first round is always worse than the start of the second round for some reason, which I never understand. There is a low elite Cameron Uli, who is cycle pinch. He also has Send It, Thunderclap, Heat Seeker, tape to tape. We can pick him up with our second round pick. Do we still have our second round pick, actually? I think we do. But if we do not, maybe we can trade down with Colorado's. I don't know. So I'm just sorting my potential now, and look at all of these low elite prospects that are here. There's a guy at 65, 158, 183, 185, 190, 198, 201. Like, just so many low elite prospects you can find if you take the time to do your scouting. It really sucks, man. It takes me like an hour to do the scouting, but you know, you get all of these prospects here who have their potential uncovered, and it's worth it at the end of the day. Look at this guy, 323, 303, you know, at low top 6. I'll pin them, why not? Yeah, so I will go ahead and do all this stuff, but you guys need to let me know. Who do you think we pick up? Do we pick up Artem Sergeyev? Do we pick up Gavin McKenna? Do we trade our 5th overall pick down to, like, down here for either Andreas Lautner or Dimitri Teutin? Or do we trade Colorado's pick up for one of these players? Or is there somebody else in between that you like a bit more? Do you like this guy at 20? Where is he? 26? At number 26, this two-way defender with all these X factors, and he's NHL ready. Like, there's a lot of things we can do here, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. I want to build this team based on what you guys suggest, so let me know down in the comments what that is. But thank you guys for watching. This was a bit of a longer one, I think, actually, even though we didn't make the playoffs, so I hope you enjoyed. We went all the way to the draft, so let me know your thoughts and opinions and all that stuff. Constructive criticism, it always helps me out. You guys know that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.